I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister. Ad Astra. I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister. Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been restored on Watatsumi Island. Recovering. Slowly, but surely. I should be raring to go before too long. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved, but I still get nervous when more than a handful of people are involved. I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time. Do you think so? To be honest, in the past, I was concerned only with winning the war, restoring peace, and making sure everyone could live a happy life. But I realized now that wasn't going far enough. People have all kinds of aspirations, and just as many measures of happiness. I have a long way to go, but that's okay. If I can't make the journey in one giant leap, I'll just have to settle for taking it one small step at a time. In short, I've still got some maturing to do. Could you stay here on Watatsumi Island? To keep me company for a while longer?
Are you tired? Try my new spicy energy drink. I'm sure it'll wake you up.
Hi, Catherine. It's us.
Yes. I'm afraid that I have another task that requires your assistance. The Adventurers Guild has recently received a commission directly from the Tenryou Commission. The assignment is both urgent and dangerous. After assessing the assignment, the Guild has concluded that seasoned
Just another day on the job for...
Allow me to explain. The Tenryou Commission recently issued an arrest warrant for a young Oni by the name of Arataki Ito.
An Oni? You mean those big, tough-looking guys with horns on their heads?
That's correct. This particular Oni is quite vocal and audacious, so he already has quite the reputation on the streets. That said, he has never been caught up in major trouble of any kind. So it came as a surprise to learn that he has recently been accused of stealing things, and but it doesn't end there. When the Tenryou Commission dispatched a Doshin to apprehend him, he assaulted the Doshin before making a getaway with his
So let Paimon guess. It's up to us. No problemo. This does sound like a job for the Traveler. He'll be back with that Oni in no time.
I have complete confidence you will succeed. However, please exercise caution. This Oni also happens to hold a vision, and is the leader of an organization known as the Arataki Gang.
On second thought, Paimon will leave the fighting to you. The last place...
We are still investigating Arataki Ito's potential motives behind these incidents, but please ask around in the streets as well. There will likely be others more familiar with Ito's circumstances than I am, who can provide... Thank you. I will await your return.
Well, let's start asking around on the streets. Hopefully we'll learn a little more about this Arataki Ito guy and figure out where he might have run off to.
Arataki Ito? Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is, he did something monumentally stupid, then, to be completely honest, I was a little surprised when I first heard it. Okay,
Wait, you mean he already had a back...
No, not exactly. He's just... So, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. When he's in a good mood, I don't personally see him as a bad guy, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him to get all riled up. I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. I keep a pretty good eye on what's happening in the city, and as far as I can tell, he just idles the days away. When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that, he's just out making a scene with the kids on the street or his gang. If I had to guess, his lack of income finally drove him to do something more drastic to make ends meet.
Is it just Paimon, or is this Ito fellow starting to sound pretty weird?
I'm afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend his time with people a little more. Perhaps you could try asking around some...
Okay, thanks.
Arataki Ito? Oh yeah. I heard about that whole thing. I'm sure it must have been a...
Huh? How can you be so sure? Is he really as trustworthy as all that?
No, perhaps you misunderstand me. When I said he could never do anything dastardly, I meant he literally doesn't have what it takes. Maybe a story will explain it better. So, He used to spend a lot of time playing rock, paper, scissors and hide and seek with the kids on the street. Kids, being kids, aren't exactly the most difficult to outsmart. I'm sure you can see what I'm getting at here. He used to lose all the time, sometimes catastrophically.
On purpose, though, right?
No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started jumping around and yelling, "I won! I finally won! I'm unbeatable!" And so on. Then he took the kids' candy as his prize and ate it right there in front. He did take it way too far that time. The poor kid, he was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't long before the kid had stopped crying and was laughing. In fact, the children quite like playing with him because he's always serious about the stakes. And so, I suppose what I'm trying to say is a guy who can't even beat kids at a children's game really gonna be capable of these kinds of diabolical
He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Still, the Tenryou Commission's evidence against him is supposed to be irrefutable, so I'm not trying to condone his actions or anything. If he really has messed up big time, then he should face the consequence.
Thanks for the info.
Arataki Ito. Of course I know. We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with...
Catherine says that Arataki Ito hasn't done anything seriously bad before. Paimon's curious. Is there...
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put some... For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity. But for an Oni, the horns are a dead giveaway. I mean, the whole city could have recognized it was him. At first, he was just one of our suspects. But when we went to investigate, he personally confessed to everything and What's most frustrating is that he then managed to escape along with his entire gang. He must have been planning the whole thing right from the... Of course he did. Whether material or psychological, there is plenty of evidence either way. He's never had a Mora to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a real job. Word is that he also takes care of someone in his gang, and that the burden of it takes quite the toll. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe he thought that being the bad guy would be an easier ride. As for his psychological motives, it's a bit embarrassing to talk about, but we confiscated. At the time, Arataki Ito put up quite a fight. It took a huge amount of manpower and resources, and in the end we had to enlist. The vision hunt was a mistake. But we never expected that he would go to such
He does sound a little unstable, just like people have been saying.
If the two of you are able to capture Arataki Ito, please bring him straight here.
Thanks for all the info. Too bad we still don't know where he could have run off.
Oh, him again. Sure. I have answers. We've already done some, and I've heard all about your travels. After everything you've been through.
How much?
A one-off payment of 397,000 mora up front, plus a further 5% of your adventures.
Whoa! That's crazy expensive!
Hold on. I wasn't finished. It just so happens the initial and, as for that amount, I'll settle now then. To give you the full picture in this case. A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a crimson oni and a blue oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The blue oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an oni. The crimson oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at him whenever he came near. So the blue oni said to the crimson oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You'll come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
As planned, the crimson oni chased the blue oni away. The crimson oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him. But when the crimson oni went to tell the blue oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little oni. But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
That's it?
I suppose the blue oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again.
But the blue oni was just an...
Of course it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. One interpretation. What I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past in order to finally integrate themselves into human society. But every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Ito has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past, can we ever completely rule out the possibility of him?
But how could he do...
That's a very old story. Nobody knows how long it's been since the Blue Oni disappeared. We can only assume that they have long since died out. Besides, the suspect has already confessed. According to my investigation, he was headed southwest. I would bet he's already made it to Yashiori. The Tenryo Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's the reason Arataki Ito chose to flee in that direction. Don't mention it.
Wait! Paimon still has a question. If Arataki Ito has given into...
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled fighter with a lot of brute strength. Whether or not you'll be able to handle him.
Okay, but what's up with people throwing beans at Oni?
Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, in fact, all Oni will avoid beans, but especially Ito. I heard that just touching a bean is enough to incapacitate him. If you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps you'd have better luck subduing him.
Right! Knowing our target's weakness will make things a whole...
It just so happens that I have a bag of beans right here. I was planning to use them to make some porridge, but I think you will... Of course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a
Sneaky! Let's head to Yashiori Island and start...
Please speak to President Sun.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
When stuck on a deserted island, rain is a precious source of drinking water. There's no need for it now, though.
Let the show begin.
I'll keep this close.
According to Detective Sango, Ito should be somewhere around here. Catherine mentioned that he has a vision. Why not see if you can track him down using elemental sight?
Let's get it on!
I'll protect us. He doesn't seem to be looking this way. It'll save a lot of hassle. What should we do?
Don't be alarmed. It's just my, It's all right. I got this. I just gotta tough it out. I can take it. Who am I kidding? I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you want, it's gonna have to wait. I need a moment. Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh? Surprise attacking me like that. Oh, I get it. So you're here to bring me in. How in the world did you find me all the way out here? Well, whatever. If you think I'm going back with you, you can. I pack a mean punch, you know. I don't want to hurt any regular folks.
That's pretty big talk considering all the beans we have.
Yep, that's right. Me. All by my... As boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink when we're running low. That's only natural, right?
Yeah, but nabbing people? That's taking it a bit far.
Not when their families will pay good mora to see them again. Easy picking. And the extra mora means I can, give some to my gang. Hey, what's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you, so stop wasting every...
No way, mister.
What did you say, little one? Go on.
Well, mostly he took a commission to bring you back.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this drop.
Uncle Ito!
Don't run now. Careful or you'll fall.
What's taking you so long? You said we were gonna have a beetle fight today.
Yeah, that's right. Still going ahead. But you see, I've been out here for ages, and I still can't find a beetle that I like, so...
Huh? Who are...
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but what can I say? They were just too worried about... It's because of a little thing called... prestige. Yeah, because of all...
Huh? What are you talking
Up. Come on, just play along.
Uncle Ito? You don't...
That's because Uncle Ito bumped his noggin on a tree branch while looking for a beetle. Uh-oh. It's all good, though.
Okay, if you say so. Granny...
Yep, I'll be right there. Hope you're...
Who were the...
The old lady was Granny Oni. She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. I took him in just a while back. They're both like family to me. They escaped with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring them with me, the Tenryou Commission would be knocking on their doors for sure.
Right. But if you care about them so much, then you shouldn't have done all that stuff that made them...
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things with a duel. If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and you won't hear a peep out of me. Why? I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to step outside for a moment. That way?
What should we do?
Oh, it's on! I like your style. All right, but first things first. I need to find an Oni Kabuto to battle with. I've been looking here for ages, and come with me. Saves you worrying that I...
Hey, it's just a little lightning. No need to fear it on...
By the way, Paimon's curious. What kind of game is beetle fighting?
You guys have seen Oni Kabuto out in the wild, right? Even though they might look menacing on the outside, they're big softies on the inside. Most of the time, they're just... But let me tell ya, once the Oni Kabuto start fighting, the grand game of beetle fighting is a match where your beetle tries to flip the other beetle onto its back. Hey, it's not just some kid's game, okay? I have taken part in more beetle fights than you would believe. At least 800. I may have even crossed the 1,000 mark by this point. Anyway, after a while, you can tell a beetle's fighting potential. But it's not just about all the physical stuff. Oh no, your Oni Kabuto's got to be in the right headspace as well. If it's not up for a fight or doesn't have the guts, ooh, boy, are you two lucky you ran into me. When it comes to beetles, I'm the expert that the...
But we're not the ones that will be playing.
Oh, yeah, anyway, not a problem. You two might think I'm just tooting my own horns here, but just you wait. Oh, man, and by the way, that kid has one tough beetle. We can't underestimate it. You have...
Okay, so he's...
Okay, let me... there. Let's head to that hill. I'll bet my bottom moral we're gonna find some major league...
Uh-oh! Lightning storm!
Just our... Oh, darn it, they're all gone. Let's hop down from here and take a look. My gut's telling me... Look! You see all those purple things? It's a whole pile of Oni Kabuto! Now that's what I'm talking about! Huh? Oh, what the... no! Not lavender melons! Well, even a pro like myself can make a mistake from time to time. It's okay, just gotta roll with the punches. Let's try somewhere else. This is the one! This is the one! See? As long as you're in my company, yeah, it's on the smaller side. But, size isn't everything in a beetle fight. Just let the expert explain, okay? What smaller beetles lack in strength, they make up for in agility. They usually got a whole bunch of sick moves just ready to whip out when the right moment comes. Listen, you can never see a beetle's true energy. It might look a bit young and docile, but that's got its advantages. Haven't you ever heard the saying, young beetles that have never fought before always go all out in their first fight? Older beetles that have already been through the wars tend to just cower in the corner the moment they see a strong opponent. Hey, didn't I say not to worry? Come on, just have a little faith, would ya? My experience is telling me that this Oni Kabuto was spawned to be a champ.
Right here! Look what Paimon found! If we're gonna battle some beetles, then Paimon wants in! It's not like we have anything else to do. When you hopped down, Paimon flew off somewhere else nearby and found this one. What do you think, Ito? It's big and strong and looks like a real fighter! Bet the one you guys found must be way bigger.
Oh,
Nope, this is the first one, Paimon.
Well, looks like you got a real knack for this. You'll be a fellow beetle fighting expert in no time.
Oh, so...
Anyway, great. With both your beetle and mine, I can tell this'll finally be the one. This time, well, you know, that's just life, man. There are so many people in this world who are talented, passionate. So many unrelated things have to come together at once in just the right way to make victory happen.
As in pure luck? Huh. Guess it makes...
Whoa. Let's not do... I think both of these fine beetles have a shot at winning. Let's just hang on to them. Anyway, time to head back and get this show started. Man, I am psyched for this. Woo! Let's go!
Finally, you're back! Can we start our beetle fight now?
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. But you better watch out. I brought a real winner back this time.
Don't worry, I'm not scared.
I've got this fight in the bag. Let's go, Nimble Ninja.
Huh? When did you come up with that?
Come on, you can take him, little guy. Oh, no! My little nimble ninja!
Ha! Looks
Dang it! Ugh, it's my 7th loss in a row.
Stripey Ghost is invincible. Even
I won't forget this. I'll beat you next time, I swear! All right, Paimon, you're up. Time to give Crimson Cyclone a shot. Maybe it'll end this loop.
All right, go get him, Crimson Cyclone!
Whoa! That one looks ultra strong, but it's still no match for you.
All right, little guy, use your Super Paimon Tornado!
No.
Yay! We won! Ha! Paimon knew Crimson Cyclone would...
Boy, did that one put up a fight. Woo! It wiped the floor with Stripe. I know a real beetle trainer when I see one. Way to kick some beetle butt, partner.
See? Paimon's got real talent. Of course, Crimson Cyclone has to take some of the credit, too. Oh, right. Yeah. This is for you, Daisuke.
Huh? For me?
Go ahead, take it, Daisuke. When we finally get back to the city, you can...
But will we ever be able to...
Of course we will. Trust me. Anyway, I got some things I gotta discuss with my friends here. Go play with Grit.
Good. The kid doesn't suspect...
You're from the Tenryo Commission, aren't you? I bet you're here to capture Uncle Ito.
Huh?
Hey, didn't I tell you? They're my friends.
That's not true. I already know everyone in your little gang, but I've never seen these two before. Uncle Ito didn't do anything wrong, and not only did he not do anything wrong, he also saved my life.
Hey, some things we don't tell to outsiders, remember?
Ito, sometimes you need to just say what you have to say.
Seems I can't hide it anymore. Come with... I'll be honest with you. This thing the Tenryo Commission is investigating, with someone going around taking people and their possessions, it wasn't me. I have my own reasons for lying about it, and I really didn't want to get innocent people caught up in this while I'm still trying to solve the... And the same as you. I just want to avoid conflict at all costs. But...
So why in the world would you say that you were the culprit?
Maybe you don't know because you're Outlanders, but... It all started a long...
Hold on a second. If you're talking about the...
Oh, so you already know. Well...
So, is this...
Everything about the fate of the Oni is true. The Blue Oni chose exile, and the Crimson... But the other details aren't historically accurate. Fairy tales are nice stories, but there's something they leave out. The Inazuma of long ago was a dangerous place. If you wanted the Raiden Shogun's protection, you had to have a good relation. The Oni are a proud kind, so it wasn't easy for them to ask others for acceptance. Over time, the Oni eventually split into two. The Crimson Oni were friendly with the humans, but the Blue Oni, they were more stubborn and...
Paimon thought you were two different species. So really, you're...
Yep, that's right. There's no real difference between us. We just paint our horns different colors to show which side we belong to. Because humans were still wary of Oni at the time. The Crimson Oni always hoped to find a way to live in peace with the humans, but the Blue Oni kept clashing with them. Humans didn't see a difference between Crimson and Blue Oni. All they knew was that Oni were hard to get along. If things were to continue that way, the Oni were never gonna get along with humans. And so, the most revered leaders of the Crimson and Blue Oni, over drinks, they swore an oath. The Blue Oni would play the role of evil Oni to help the Crimson Oni integrate into human society. But the Blue Oni's leader gave two First, the Oni must abandon any prejudice they held against humanity. Every Oni was to accept humans in their heart before the humans accepted them. Oni were not to use their strength to mistreat humans, but were also not to stand for mistreatment against themselves. Second, the Crimson Oni were to integrate with human society, but not by trying to please the humans. The Oni were to embrace their own honest characters, their surging tempers, and their awesome strength to win respect. In other words, they were to carry on the Oni bloodline while also protecting our Oni pride. After choosing exile, the number of Blue Oni began to dwindle, until eventually Since I first heard the story of the Blue and Crimson Oni as a kid, I've heard it countless times in my life. Not once did I ever imagine that the Blue Oni...
So you're saying the real culprit was a descendant?
That's right. Most people don't pay attention to the color of an Oni's horns. They probably don't even know that blue... But nothing gets by the Arataki gang. At the scene of the crime, they saw an Oni with different color horns than mine. Still, it'd be strange if the culprit really was a descendant of the Blue Oni. I can't bring myself to accept it. Exactly. They would give up their life before... I've always respected the Blue Oni for the sacrifice they made. And I know the aspirations... Our pride does not allow for any wrongdoing. You don't steal from other people. You don't harm... My guess is that the Blue Oni was tricked or forced into it somehow. But I don't have any... That's right. If I didn't step in, the Tenryou Commission would have definitely...
But what does Daisuke have to do with any of this? He said that you saved him, so he knows you're...
He was the one I managed to save from the Ronin after I sent them run... He was off playing somewhere when they came by and ransacked his house. By the time he came back, his parents... The whole reason I'm in this is to help this kid find his mom and dad again. I never wanted to tell you any of this. My original plan was to knock you both out and take my family to hide... There's more to this than just one Blue Oni. There's a dangerous group behind everything that's been going on. I didn't want to get anyone else caught up in this. That's everything. The whole story. If you don't believe me and want to drag me back to Inazuma City, then I'm going to fight you with all I've got. But if you're willing to believe me, then please, give me a little time. Once I find the Blue Oni...
Yep, Paimon too! Just treat it like we're here to keep an eye on...
So, you... all right. I knew you'd be reasonable. I knew it. I was thinking right from the start, these two fine folks, they're just out. Well, I should tell you, though, things could get a little dangerous, so, be ready for it.
Don't worry about...
All right, then our first job is to investigate where this Blue Oni is hiding out. There's a victim of his that saw him up close, currently taking refuge at Sangonomiya's camp. I figured... Yo, you must be Masa.
An Oni?
Oh, yeah. Not the one that robbed you, though, so, chill.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm still a bit on edge after the incident. So anyway, it's not the first time that's happened to me. Usually you just hand over some Mora and they'll leave you alone. At least you don't lose your goods that way. But this time was different. They weren't willing to talk things over. Instead, they took my things and they started coming for me.
Huh? That's totally
I got down on my knees and begged. Said I had... Then I saw that there was an Oni among the group. But instead, he stopped the others and told them to let me... Yeah, that got them all arguing with each other. His cohort said that I was sure to retaliate if they were... But the young Oni was insistent that they shouldn't lay a finger on me. Things got real heated. I thought they were gonna come... Luckily, they let me escape with my life in the end. And I scrambled to get myself here, where I'd be safe.
So he'll steal, but he won't harm people. Seems he has some sort of standards. Did he say why they were robbing you?
Surely it was Mora, right? What else? I mean, I can't say for sure. It's not like I asked. but what I did hear them say was the goods are...
Do you have any idea where they went after they robbed you?
I have no clue. But you aren't gonna go after them, are you? Seriously, I'd advise against it. There are too many of them and...
Don't worry. It's just a bunch of no-name scumbags. I got a whole laundry list of scores to settle. If these two islands are where they tend to hang around, we're sure to run into them at Nazuchi Beach. They gotta pass through here sometime. Let's just hang tight. If I'm not mistaken, they'll be shown.
Yeah, things might get a little rough, so we bet. Oh, here they come.
Yeah, there they are. And one of them has horns. All right, it's go. Looks like you fellas aren't going down without a fight. Fine by me. Let's fight first, talk later.
Let the show begin.
To the ferry. Finally, let's get down to business. Boom!
Let's roll!
To the ferry.
Finally, catch me. Attaboy!
To the ferry.
Hey, don't even think about running. It's me, Arataki Ito, descendant of the...
I know who you are. From the day we are born, every blue Oni knows their purpose. We all know our fate, but what about the Crimson Oni, You don't know anything about us. Not our miserable history, or any of our names. Mine's Takuya, by the way, because those who get sacrificed should be forgotten, right?
No, you're wrong. I never knew the Blue Oni had survived to this day, and the moment I found out, I was Since you remember the pact between our two factions, I assume you also remember the pride. So my question is, how could a proud Oni like yourself go and abuse the weak and plunder the innocent? Why break the oath that our kind swore all... Huh?
Who are... The Blue Oni gave up everything, just so the... But let me ask you, Arataki Ito. You're a blundering fool who can't hold down a real job, a laughingstock of the town, and worse still, you let them get your vision during the Vision Hunt decree. Protecting the Oni pride? Ha! You wouldn't know. You're a disgrace to the Oni kind.
Hey, come on. None of that stuff's a big deal. I mean, you're really...
Since when do you care what other people think? You just do whatever you want, but do you have any idea of the kind of life my kin and I have lived while you've been... We were cut off from the rest of the world. We severed all contact with it. And since then, we've had no place to live, no stable source of food, no clothing, no medicine, nothing. Besides...
So, that's why you joined a...
That's right. Why should I accept that life? Is holding fast to a worthless oath supposed to help me provide... I've abandoned our Oni pride. I've given everything that I've stolen from humans to my community. What I've taken will... That's what matters most to me.
Yeah! Besides, the Blue Oni sacrificed themselves. If people see Oni causing trouble again, then that'll defeat the whole purpose of the...
You make a good point. But Arataki eat the Blue Oni are the bad guys, so we're expected to do bad things. Our actions, unless of course this bonehead decides it'd be a great idea to take all the blame for himself, completely destroying the trust between humans and the Crimson. He's the one that wasted the sacrifice we...
Huh? Well, I only had to do that because of you. I couldn't just stand back and let the Tenryo Commission.
You should get your priorities straight. The Blue Oni are history, all right? Forget about us. The crim. Why couldn't you have just stayed out of it?
There they are. Seize them.
Oh no, it's a...
Forget it. Look, I don't expect you to understand me, but you can.
Hey! He got away! Uh-oh, we need to get a...
We can't get caught. Looks like I'm up to bat. Just wait here, and we'll escape together. Whatever you do, don't attack any of the Tenryo Commission.
Battle formation! Soldiers, quick!
Come on, men. He won't get away this time. Just give yourself up, Arataki Ito.
I must withdraw.
Get them!
Who wants some of this? I must withdraw. Man, they really came out in force today. I'm kind of but I still haven't completely recovered from the bean attack earlier. I'm starting to lose my edge here. No way. All that would do is send them after our Blue Oni friend instead. But I have to settle things with him.
Then what should we do?
No choice.
Hey, boss! Granny Oni sent us. We're here to lend a hand.
Maybe we can't take him, but we can sure slow him down. Hey, I told you to stay out.
Well, we're in it now.
Come on, go. Do what you gotta do, boss.
Now, watch yourselves. Soon as I'm done. Come on, you two. Time to roll.
Don't let them get away. After them.
Hey, you guys want some of this? There's plenty to go around.
Run for it, boss!
As boss of the Arataki gang, getting rescued by my own boys feels pretty humiliating. I promise to never let you down, boys. All right, we've got some footprints to follow. Let's find Takuya.
It must feel touching and all what they did, but those few guys weren't much of a gang.
Hey, it takes Mora to run a gang, okay? They're all I've got for now. Is it just me, or are there more and more footprints here? At least we know we're headed the right way. Let's see what else we can find ahead.
protect us.
A wrecked cart and some goods. Look alive, we've got company.
There's no this! Boom! See no more!
Seems they definitely don't want us going any further. Let's see what's waiting for us up ahead. Besides the footprints, there are other signs of life here too. Must be plenty going on around here. Let's investigate. They could... Hidden entrance, yes! Alright, this is gonna be where they keep all the people they...
Paimon thinks Takuya's probably in there as well.
Huh? Fire away? Of course I did. But it takes a world-class blockhead like Takuya to think his ideas are actually gonna... So I'm here to save him no matter what.
Huh? What were you two talking about? Are you keeping Paimon in the dark again?
Acquired by less than legitimate means, no doubt. And all the more reason we gotta put an end to this.
My blade to the very final.
No problemo. That'll be what this mechanism's for.
To the very
Windblade!
I'll protect us.
Oh, it's moving!
See? What did I tell you? Just trust my instincts.
down to business.
Attaboy! Okay.
My blade!
Show begins.
To the fairy! Yes! To the fairy!
Can't catch me. Can't catch me.
Look at all the people locked up in here.
They must be holding on to them for leverage. All right, let's get them out of here. Oh, coming through. Let's go, fairy.
All right, you're all free to go now.
Sorry, but have you seen our little boy? We're awfully...
Calm down, dear. We don't even know if he was...
But...
Oh, you must be dead.
Yes, that's right. Have you seen him? Where is he?
Don't worry, he's safe and sound. Someone's looking after him now on Yashiori Island. I can show you where. He's been worried about you. I bet he'll be relieved to see.
You were the one who saved him? Oh, thank you,
No, please, no. No need to thank me. It's my pleasure, really. Before you go calling me a hero, let me ask you this. Wouldn't any other self-respecting guy who saw another person in danger...
Really? Just one little compliment and it goes straight to his head.
These vagrants are insatiable. They'll do anything. No one dares stand up to them for fear of what they might do.
Would they really do anything?
No, actually, because one of the guys, the one with Oni horns on his head. Oh, in fact, his horns look just like...
At night, he would secretly bring us food and water. Are you a friend of his? Or perhaps a relative? Oh, maybe there's something secretly troubling him. He seemed different from the rest of the gang. They seem like heartless crooks, but I'd say he comes across...
let me put it this way. There are a few things he needs to straighten out in his head, and...
I'm glad to hear that.
Don't worry. He'll be in my trust... Anyway, you should scram.
Yes, thanks again. You've rescued our entire...
Huh. Child that made some poor choices. Anyway, let's get going, while we still have time. Can't catch me!
Let the show begin.
Can't catch me. Can't catch me. Can't catch me. This is the place. The jig's up. Surrender while you can.
Wait! You haven't won. Look alive!
Man! How's this? Finally, who wants some of this? Let's roll!
I'll protect us.
Let's get it on!
Let's roll! It's showtime!
She's a fairy. Bet you think you... I'll let you in on a little secret. A long time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. It's very precious. What makes it so special is that if you tear one piece, the other piece starts tearing...
Newsflash, don't care about your cute little origami obsession.
You better stay where you are. Aren't you curious what the other piece is? I'll tell you. It's now the critical component of the mechanism, and when it gets torn, this place goes up in smoke. Yeah, the whole hideout is...
What? You're gonna blow this whole place up?
Oh, don't worry about me. I made sure that I've got an escape route. The rest of you, you've had your fun. Now it's good. My paper charm! Where's my paper charm?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you looking for this?
Yes, that's it. But when did you...
I snatched it earlier, to stop you from doing anything.
Why, you... Now you...
You're one to talk. What about burying everyone here? If you ask me, that sounds like you've all...
You done talking now? Huh? You sure? Great, because I'm done listening. Ha! Great work, Takuya. You arrived in the nick of time.
Stay away from me.
Huh?
I said stay away, or...
Hey, oh, okay. Fine. Just calm down.
Just because I won't let him blow this place to bits doesn't mean that I won't do it myself. Unless you want to get buried, you should leave this place.
You won't go... If you were that cruel, then why bother protecting every person you've come across?
I'm not here to reason with you. This sacrifice is mine to make. Mine alone!
No one needs to...
All right, then you tell me. I've tarnished our Oni pride and abandoned our ancestors' oath. I chose this path so I could provide for my fellow Oni. I was ready to die from the very beginning. This is between us blue Oni. But you. If it wasn't for you, everything would—
They're here! We won't let them slip away.
Uh-oh, there's—
Hey, Tenryo Commission! I'm the one you're looking for. I did it. You're the ones in charge of detaining criminals in human society, right?
Huh? It's like he's trying to reenact the fairy tale.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's me you've been looking for, and here I am. How are you ever gonna report back without Stop! Listen, Takuya. Sacrificing yourself— Your sacrifice can't protect me or your fellow Oni. And giving up your life— Sacrificing yourself is one way to escape your fate, but the only one you'll be setting free is yourself. Listen to me. You want to be the tough guy? Huh? Well, this is the coward's way out. Don't let— The Blue Oni have been scraping the bottom of the barrel all these years. So we've made mistakes, but we can make up for it. Fate hasn't been kind to the Oni? Well then let's tear it up. But before any of that can happen, you need to get yourself behind me and forget it. Now let's go. But we're not done talking about this. Takuya! I'll take care of this. There are still people in danger. Go, help them.
What?
Hey, I got this.
Come on!
Forget about me! Just go! It's what I deserve!
Ah, shut up, would ya?
We managed to save everyone! What about Ito and Takuya? Paimon hopes they're alright. Look! It's Ito and Takuya!
That's gonna hurt tomorrow. What's up with the looks on your faces? I said we'd be okay, didn't I? I'm sure I'd be looking a whole lot sharper right now if it wasn't for that brutal bean attack of yours earlier.
Why? Why would you— I'm the guilty one here. I don't deserve this.
Because we're Oni, that's why. We share the same blood, brother. Our parents and their parents before them never taught us that it was okay to abandon family and— I just wish you'd come to find me sooner. If you knew about me all along, then you should have come and asked me for help. I never would have dreamed of turning you away.
The Blue Oni disappeared so that they wouldn't bring trouble to the Crimson Oni. If I came to you for help, wouldn't that—
Not to me. I've always respected the Blue Oni for their sacrifice. It's only because of them that we have survived to see today, and built a world where Oni and humans can— Honestly, everything that I have now, I owe to the Blue Oni. And let me tell you, the Inazuma of today wouldn't see you as a villain just because of the color—
You say all that, but in spite of everything, you're—
That's just— You remember the pact, don't you? We're not supposed to suck up to the humans. We're supposed to earn their respect. Every member of the Arataki gangs had a tough time trying to fit in. Take Akira, for example. He snores like you wouldn't believe. Or Genta. He's got a serious temper problem. And Mamoru? Well, even Granny Oni. She got that name for taking me in as a kid. We're all rejects and out. You want to talk about pride? Well, in our gang, we're proud to welcome anyone who's been through adversity with open arms.
But—
don't worry. The Arataki gang's already a bunch of misfits. You really think you could cramp our—
We've dealt with the Kairagi and the people they took captive. I assume the two of you are Takuya. Based on the findings of our investigation, I hereby announce that you are officially under arrest for forceful seizure. All stolen articles will be reclaimed. That means we'll be
No! Please don't! Without those—
It's all right, Takuya. Those goods never belonged to us anyway. Don't worry. I'll help take care of your kin. Now that I know the situation, I'll personally make sure they—
Might want to put your grand plans on hold there. You're under arrest too. for numerous assaults on the Tenryou Commission.
Oh, yeah, but no worries. I'll put my gang on the case. My boys will take good care.
Yeah, we've already arrested them.
Oh, right.
That's what they get for resisting the Tenryou.
Yeah, I guess it's up to you then, Traveler. Could you be a pal and tell Granny Oni about the blue one? Thanks. And thanks for sticking with me to the end. Once I'm out of the slammer, I'll find a way to make it all up to ya.
As for you two, lending them your aid when you knew full well they were in the wrong means that the culpability extends to you too. But, given your unique circumstances, and in light of the complexity of this case, we won't
Hey, wait! Are unique circumstances? Are these guys like a big deal or something? Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, all right, see you next time. Whenever that'll be.
Well, he's pretty. Weird. But at least he's not a bad guy. Let the show begin. Let's dance.